Fury as locals forced to pay to visit Windsor Castle for first time in 200 years. Windsor Castle's latest move has sparked backlash, after it announced plans to axe free admission to local residents for the first time in 200 years. From June 1st, residents of Windsor and Maidenhead will no longer be able to visit the royal castle for free, but will instead have to pay 50% of the entrance fee. Up until now, locals who had a Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead Advantage card could visit the world's oldest and largest inhabited castle. However, the Royal Collection Trust's decision will see them having to pay for a ticket, which will cost them £15 in advance, or £16.50 on the day, with free entry for one child up to the age of 17. Liberal Democrat parliamentary candidate Julian Tysai said locals happily welcomed millions of tourists a year, and in return, were able to visit the famous castle when they chose. Mr. Tysai, who is calling for people to support a petition against the change, said, "For many of us who live in Windsor, visiting the castle for free is a great pleasure. Our community members are treated to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. You can check out at any time. Read our privacy policy. Some locals pop in to use the excellent cafe, and who hasn't taken visiting relatives for a day trip." He added, "Windsor, and specifically the castle, is visited by millions of people from around the world. During the season, residents gladly welcome tourists to their shops and restaurants. They drive them around in taxis, and are happy to give directions in the street. In return, we get to live and work near one of the most iconic buildings in the world and visit when we choose." Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead councillor Amy Tysai said she was shocked the free entry offer was being withdrawn without consultation. She said, "We consider those in the big house on the hill to be our neighbours, and want to work with them on this to ensure no resident is priced out of visiting the castle. Leader of the council Simon Werner and I have written to the Royal Collection to ask for an urgent meeting and to ask them to change their mind." A Royal Collection Trust spokesperson said, "We regularly review our pricing against other organisations in the sector, and based on this, updated our current Advantage card offer to be in line with other businesses in the borough. We are continuing to explore ways to make the castle as accessible as possible to visitors from the local area, with current initiatives, including free visits for community organisations working with underrepresented groups, and a travel subsidy and access scheme for schools working with children from economically disadvantaged backgrounds." Windsor Castle was founded by William the Conqueror in the 11th century, and has since been the home of 40 monarchs. When Queen Victoria came to the throne in 1837, she introduced tickets for visitors, which could be obtained from the Lord Chamberlain's office, or from select London booksellers. King Charles uses the 1,000-year-old fortress in Berkshire as one of his official residences, and it is a working palace, often staging investitures and state visits, but remains open to the public throughout the year. Income generated from admissions to the castle contributes directly to the Royal Collection Trust charity, which cares for the Royal Collection and works to promote of access and enjoyment through exhibitions, publications, loans and educational programs. Advance adult tickets, found here, to Windsor Castle cost £30 per person, while those aged 18 to 24 can buy advance tickets for £19.50. Child, 5 to 17, and disabled tickets are priced at £15 and access companion tickets, and under 5s are free.